Today we're gonna see about a topic game theory in operation research. First, what is game theory? A game is a generic term involving conflict situation of a particular sort. That is, a game theory is a set of tools or and techniques for a decision under uncertainty involving two or more intelligent opponent, in which each opponent aspire to optimize his own decision. In game theory, the opponent is referred to a player. Each player has a number of choices, finite or infinite, and it is called a strategy. The outcomes or a payoffs of a game are summarized as a functions of a different strategy for each player. That is, each player has each strategies. And then in this game theory, there is a major assumptions. There is a few major assumptions such as players, timing, conflict. That is, the player means a number of participants may be two or more. A player can be a single individual or a group with the same objective. And then timing is nothing but a parties decide simultaneously. That is, both parties should decide at equal time. And then conflicting goals, and each party is interested in maximizing his or her goal at the expense of other. That each goal should be depend on each other. And then another major assumptions are repetition, payoff, information availability. What is repetition? The most instance involves repetition solution. That is, as we can get a more repetitive outcomes. And then payoff. Payoff is nothing but the payoff for each combination of decision are known as by all the properties. And then information availability. All parties are aware of all the informations. Each players know all the possible courses of actions open to an opponent as well as the participants payoff. That is, each should consider their opponents. And then game theory is based on two types, and it's classified into two types. One is zero sum game, and another one is non-zero sum games. First one, zero sum games. Zero sum game is nothing but the winners or receivers the entire amount of payoff which is contributed by a loser. And that is, loss and gain will be equal. The sum of gain and loser or zero, then it is known as zero sum games. What is non-zero sum games? The gain of one player differ from the loss of another. Some other parties in the environment may share the gain or losses. That is nothing but zero sum game is known as the gain of one player is equal to the loss of another player. But in non-zero sum games, the gain of one player will be different from the loss of another players. May some other players can get those gain or losses. First one, we're gonna see about two-person zero sum game. In that, we can go for a pure strategy. Pure strategy is nothing but loss and gain will be equal for all the players. First one, and the characteristics of pure strategies are first one, there must be two players, each with a finite set of strategy. There should be two players and each should contain a finite strategy. Zero sum applies that the loss of one player is exact the gain of other one. Then only we get a pure strategy. Pure strategy refers to a solution in which one alternative is repeated by recommended to another player. In this game, bargaining is not allowed. There could be no argument also. There should be mutually run the game. In this, we can consider a game matrix taken as in row wise we can take as a1, a2, etc. to am, and in column wise we can take as b1, b2, etc. to bm. In that the game the inner box or inner values will be taken as v11. Here 11 refers for row 1 and column 1, and then v12 refers for row 1 and column 2, and etc. to the element v1n, that is first row and nth column. And second row we take as v21, that is the element, it is an element of second row first column, and v22 represents the elements of second row and second column. We can continue this to vmn, that is element of mth row and nth column. In this above strategy, the pure strategy problem results in a saddle point. Maximum in this case we get a saddle point, that is a payoff corresponding to the maximin rule is identical to a payoff corresponding to the minimax rule. A saddle point correspondent to the minimum in its row and maximum in its column. First we have to take a value and have to write as, first we have to take minimum values in row and maximum values in column. Then we should take maximum value in minimum values and minimum value in maximum values. And then additional remarks for this game theory is dominance. Dominance is nothing but a row, in row wise the dominating row will be cancelled, that is a dominating row will have entire which are larger than or equal to the least values or larger values corresponding to their dominant row. In column wise it takes a smaller value, that is the difference between rows and columns in dominance. Dominated rows and columns can be deleted from the table, that is in column wise we should delete a minimum value rows, that is smaller value rows, and in column wise we should reduce smaller value column, and in row wise we should reduce larger value rows. And then mixed strategy for 2-person zero-sum game. In this game also we have 2 persons. A mixed strategy problem is the one where player changes from alternative to alternative when the game is repeated. Once the game is repeated, the player can be changed. Mixed strategy problem does not yield a saddle point. In mixed strategy we didn't get a saddle point, that is no minimum and maximum value will be equal. That is the difference between mixed strategy and a pure strategy. Thank you.